Okay guys, this is number 4 in the police corruption series, but this is about prosecutorial misconduct. Examples of prosecutorial misconduct include but not limited to 1. Intentional obscuring or failing to disclose exculpatory evidence that would be in favor of the defendant. 2. Tampering with, falsifying, hiding, or destroying any evidence, case files, or court records that relate to the defendant's innocence. 3. Making reference in trial to evidence that has already been determined to be inadmissible. 4. Making reference to or asserting things that have not been factually confirmed as facts during a trial. 5. Making proper remarks that are designed in part to prejudice the jury against the defendant, including personal opinions regarding guilt of the defendant and negatively referring to the defendant's choice to exercise their Fifth Amendment right not to testify at their own trial. 6. Violating the rules regarding the fair selection of the jury members, usually by selecting jurors based on religion, race, or gender. 7. Intentionally introducing testimony or evidence that is false into a trial. 8. Tampering with, badgering, or threatening witnesses in order to affect their statements. A prosecutor is an independent administrator of justice. The primary responsibility of a prosecutor is to seek justice, which can only be achieved by the representation and presentation of the truth. This responsibility includes, but not limited to, ensuring that the guilty are held accountable, that the innocent are protected from unwanted harm, and that the rights of all participants, particularly victims of the crime, are represented. When the proper function in our legal system breaks down due to the misconduct of the prosecution in any form, this results in the failure to provide defendants with well-informed and fair judgment. It denies them the fair trial that is their right. Situations in which the prosecutor does not conduct themselves professionally must be recognized, held accountable, and corrected. If you or someone you know has become a victim of prosecutorial misconduct, you can report it to the local judge in your area. You can also reach out to the state bar and let them know what is going on. Make sure to include copies of all the evidence that you have, including witness statements if available. The DOJ, Department of Justice, has a unit that takes complaints about private attorneys, prosecutors, criminal defendants, civil litigations, Congress, media reports, local government agencies, etc. The unit is called OPR, Office of Professional Responsibility. They have a website complaint form located at www.justice.gov/opr/submit-professional-misconduct-complaint. You can mail them at Director-in-Chief Counsel, Office of Professional Responsibility, U.S. Department of Justice, 950 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW. Suite 3266, Washington, D.C., 205300001. When writing or emailing, OPR include the following: full name, address, telephone number, and email address, the name and title of the individual you believed engaged in the misconduct, the details of the allegation including court case, name, and jurisdiction if that is available, copies of any documents that support your allegations, any other relevant info to your complaint. And do not be scared to report this. There is a lot of times that prosecutors and even the officer that or the lawyer that you have defending you will not do their job. And when they do not do their job, people go to jail when they are still innocent. And this is not okay. You have the corrupt police force, and then you have the corrupt attorneys. And sometimes you even have the corrupt judges. So they know this is going on. This is back to the blue wall. They know that this is going on, or they would not have this particular unit at the DOJ that allows people to make these complaints. That's what confuses me. They know it's going on. They have a unit to stop it, but it doesn't get stopped. And the reason that it does not get stopped is because a lot of people fail to report it. A lot of people do report it and nothing gets done. It's kind of the same coin, different side. So, your best bet, if you have been part of a court hearing that did not go by the standards of the law, please report it. Reach out. Make sure you have all the facts. Don't invent things to make it look better on your part. Just tell them how it is, and then follow up to make sure that it's moving along the system. Don't just report it and leave it laying there. Make sure that they understand that you will be calling back and you will be requesting, more information as it proceeds down the chain. Now, that blue wall has to come down, and this is part of it. You can make your stand by reporting it, and it does not have to be you. Back onto the unlikely ally. I really need to get that video up, don't I? But an unlikely ally is somebody that sees something going on in a community that is not their own. If you know of a court case that is happening and you have personally witnessed the court system denying the person of their rights or doing any of the things that I mentioned at the beginning of this, report it. You can collect the information on behalf of somebody else. You can say, I seen this, it's not okay. You can also tell that person, hey, look, I seen this happening to you. I reported it to the DOJ. Here's the case number, whatever, from the report that I made. If you would like to follow up on it, feel free. Reach out to a YouTuber. It doesn't have to be me, but reach out to somebody that can help you get the story out. When you stand up for yourself, for your loved ones, for your community, and for those of another community, we can crash this blue wall. Because the blue wall is not only in the police department itself. It's the court systems, it's the government agencies, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's time for it to start coming down. So if you have had your rights put into a courtroom with misconduct, and your rights were not appreciated and valued, then you can contact me and you can tell me about your case, and I will call out names. I will call out names on the prosecutor, the judge, or anybody else. I have no problem with doing that. I will be part of this blue wall coming down. So, I'm going to upload a video once I get back home with the email that I had set up specifically for the videos that I was talking about yesterday on the communities and identities. But as I said, there will be other things that that email is used for, and this is one of them. You can email me your story. You do not have to come on camera. You do not have to even have your voice on camera. You email me the information that you have about the corruption either in your police unit or the court system or CPS, or, being denied food stamps when you know for a fact that you should have qualified. Anything like this. Anything that the government does that leads to misconduct, you can email me the story and I will read the story on one of the videos. I will help you get your story out. So, in a little bit, when I get home and I can pull it up on the computer, I will do a video of basically my computer screen showing you the email, and I will go over a few of the things that I am currently accepting emails on the different topics, and I will read out the list of the 9 questions that I have for the Communities and Identities series that I'm starting. That way you can just hear this video, hear the question, and you can email me your answers if you want to be part of it. It's not a requirement or anything, because I will be doing some local videos from around here too on people. But I want to open that up and give a chance to everybody to be able to tell their story. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and get back home so I can start that email video. Have a good day. We'll talk soon.